Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total. Right? Lost 2 prior. Right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
14.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now, Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Go! At their own 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He's checking. He's race don't travel.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Attack, attack! Mike 50. I got it. Let's go, Mike 50. You must be easy. Check 25.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Hey, 0.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nothing open. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
58, come on. 58, come on. Come on, 12.
On third down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Yellow, go on, 80. 54, right, 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Say 43, 15.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike. Check.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 23-yard line.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going deep and this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 32 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. Lynch. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Lynch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go with Lynch right side. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they've gotten it down in the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in, rush in.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, as the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what...
He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Silver. Check 4. Attack.
Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert it. Shooting. Foxtrot.
From the 36, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Sunday. 54. Mike 54. And it's getting in holes. Bravo. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Wilson. And he finds Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch the whip.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deuce.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be... Third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's been a long day for you. 54 is Mike. 54.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing. So they
rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Go. That's me.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Throwing is Wilson, being chased out left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Good job right there. Gun. Mike 50, yeah? I got you, boy.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Wilson wants to throw it.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense called rub routes. When I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there.